Well, the first thing how are you going to ask a question? All right. I'm going to wait till there's a couple bad ones, then I'll take yours. Yeah, it was a heck of a game. Yeah, they're really good. Their backcourt, it's a big time backcourt. Those two kids are just so solid, and obviously Bill does a great job of coaching all those kids, and they play defense hard, but those two guards are terrific guards. And I thought they really knocked us back at the start of the second half. And for about 10 minutes, it's our first game really against that level. And they knocked us back. And it's our guys' credit, the last 8-10 minutes of the game, I thought we played really well. And I mean, really well against a really good team. And then exciting ending because both teams are winners. And crowd, unbelievable, Garden, and one big shot, another big shot, and then a huge shot to win. So what do you expect from the Garden in something like this on November, what day is it now? Well, when did it happen? Yesterday or today? But anyway, in the middle of November. But that Mason made a big time play. It was well guarded, and just makes a big time play. And but congratulations to them. I think we learned a lot from the game. Both teams were in foul trouble. For us, we just don't have the numbers when you get into that foul trouble. It's but that's the way it is. So anyway, it's really a good learning experience for us.
Questions in the back?
Coach, is this still encouraging for you? Granted, with your guys out, you got a rotation in there. This learning came up a little bit short, but you got more to add to your rotation later.
No, I thought overall it's a great experience for us. So if that means encouraging, yes. And they're going to be one of the best teams in the country, throughout the whole year, unless, God forbid, they have injury. And so to play that way when a couple of our veterans didn't have good games tonight, and but that's because we played against a good team. So no, overall it was really good. It was good for us.
What would you like to see the team do offensively early in the second half when they were so stagnant?
Well, I thought more than our offense is our defense. I called a timeout after 2 minutes because we made 3 really bad defensive mistakes that were easy. And so if you're doing that on the defensive end, your offense isn't going to run well. And now they play good defense now. I mean, they've always been one of the best defensive teams. So, but we can play good defense, and we weren't. And we were stagnant on that end. And we just weren't very good for about 10 minutes. We called a couple timeouts. Our faces weren't good, and all of a sudden, boom, we were good. And then we were really good. But not enough.
Mike, Luke has come out and played pretty spectacularly through all your games. With what he's done, has this been your expectation level, or has he been stepped in even more given the injury issues that you've been encountering?
Well, he's been he had a really good game tonight, but he's played really well. He's played well in every practice. He's a really good player. So we expected him to be real good, and he's there. And, I wouldn't say he's overachieved because I think he's a big time player. And so at these times, big time players show up even bigger in these environments. And he was really good tonight. He was one of the reasons we had a chance to win, most definitely.
What did Grayson Allen show you tonight? It seemed like he was hurt most of the game, particularly in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, I think Grayson had a very frustrating game, and I think you can't expect to get a foul. You know, I think he's going to a point where he makes a move, and it's a good move, and he expects a foul. And I'm not saying they're not calling foul. Like, you can't do that. Like, that can't be what you're doing. And in the last few minutes, he moved well, and he's playing hard when he gets the ball. And he needs to play harder when he doesn't have the ball, which is what he did in the last few minutes. And because people are loaded up for you too. Graham's good. And he's a good player. And physical, good feet, good defense. They played really good defense on Grayson, and you can't just beat him off the dribble. You can't get it. So, yeah, he can. Obviously, he'll be better than he was tonight.
In that end game situation for Kansas, you talked about the talent, obviously, that backfield, but the experience of someone like Frank Mason, how valuable is that?
Well, it's valuable not just at the end of the game, but throughout, because he, I'm really big on strong faces and leadership, and he has as strong a face as there is at that guard spot. I mean, he's stoic in how he looks. I told him in the line that I'm accustomed to talking to players in lines now, and no one's asking me what I said to him. I'm going to tell you what I said. I just said big time shot by a big time player, and but he gives the face of a great leader all the time. He's big time guard, but big time winner. He's a big time winner. I'm not this before John. Okay, John.
You said for a long time that just because a team puts on a jersey, it doesn't make them a team. Considering the landscape of your roster, how far do you think your team is away from that if they're not there already?
Well, I think we're a good team. Otherwise we got blown out of here tonight. And but we're a limited team right now. We don't have the. We're not who we imagined ourselves to be, and but that's not an excuse. That's just the way it is, and we'll see what'll happen when we get guys back. I think these experiences are good. But we didn't lose because we were shorthanded tonight. We lost because Kansas played better than we did, and that kid and Mason hit. It was a big time winner. Yeah.
Hey, Coach. Aside from Frank Jackson, the two big shots he hit late, he really didn't. He stepped up to play kind of on defense, guarding some of the veterans. Just talk about what you learned from him tonight. What we learned from him tonight, just coming out on a stage like this.
Well, I thought he played more like a freshman in the first half, but it's a pretty big environment, and against a great backcourt, and then he made the adjustment in the second half. So I think Frank's going to be a really good player, and he was very good in the second half, and just a matter of getting that level of experience, and we have confidence in him. Yep.
What positives can you take away from tonight's win with 3 of your star freshmen on the sidelines?
Well, the first positive I can take is that you're here. So and so everyone's happy because we all look at you and say, okay, that's pretty good. But the fact that we fought hard, that we played against a really good team, and then shake hands with them, because they hit a big shot and played really hard. I like what Luke Kennard did. I like the experience that Frank had. I actually thought Chase, this is a big game for Chase. A couple times he didn't finish, but I thought he played really hard and well. And again, he's a young player, so you learn a lot from being in this, at this level of game, and that's why this Champions Classic is so important for these 4 programs to be able to play in games like this.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'll do it.
All right, thank you.